Hi everybody, thanks for joining me. I'm Mark Mazzatenta and I'm here to help strengthen your guitar skills normally, but today I'm helping strengthen your theory skills. So when you hear about something called an altered chord or an altered dominant, or see a chord symbol that says sharp 9 or flat 5, I want you to know what that is. And so today I'll just be sharing with you information about those altered chords and the shapes that we use on the guitar. So let's get started. Here's my handy dandy fancy graphics, and I'm showing you chords that have an altered ninth. And these are all C7 chords, so they're dominant chords that have an altered note in them. So what does 9 mean in the chord symbol? Well, you just count up in the musical alphabet, starting on C, up 9. Now that's a long way to go, so just count up to 2 because you get the same letter. So we're talking about the note D that's being altered. C to D, that's 2. And in my graphics here, the root note is the black dot that's circled, and the altered note is the one circled in red. And you see 2 chord shapes with the root on the 5th string here in this top row. C7 sharp 9, C7 flat 9. Let's hear what they sound like. Here's the C7 sharp 9, and here's the C7 flat 9. Notice the tension that they have. Sharp 9, flat 9. Still tension, and then it's going to resolve to either F major or F minor. That's F major. That's F minor. It works either way. And why do we use these? Because they have more tension, more color, more dissonance, more spice. Right? I'm going to use that in funk rather than just a C7, which is more plain. All right, and then the bottom row here is showing you those same 2 altered chords, but just with the root on the 6th string. So a C would be on the 8th fret. And here's what they look like. There's the sharp 9, there's the flat 9, and it's gonna probably go to F. F major or F minor. Now that's a handful. So usually when I'm playing a song, I've got a bass player in the band or even keyboard, and because of that, I won't have to grab that root on the 6th string. I'll just play the top 4 strings. Like that. You can even outline those shapes in your single line soloing, like so it's a really common sound. All right, let's check out the flat 5s. Okay, I'm showing more C7 chords with flat 5s now. So the 5th note up from C is a G, so we're altering that. Here it is in red, in both shapes, and let's hear what they sound like. C7, flat 5. C7, sharp 5. Now that sharp 5 also has the sharp 9 in it. Sharp 9, sharp 5. That's usually how you'll hear it. So that's a C7 with a flat 5. And here it is with the sharp 5 and also with the sharp 9 below it. And they also will resolve to F. Now, again, that's a handful. So if I'm playing that chord in a band, I'm just going to play the top 4 strings. And here's what they look like with the root on the 6th string. That's the 8th fret. Same 2 chords. And here's what they sound like. So here's the C7 flat 5. And C7 sharp 5. And they're resolved to an F chord of some type. Now, Here's some bonus shapes. There are some chords that also alter some notes that aren't dominant seventh chords, like this one. If you take a minor 7 and flat the 5, you get what's called a half diminished chord. So that's a C minor 7, flat 5, and it's usually functioning as a 2 in a minor key. 2, 5, 1 is usually where you'll see that positioned. And here's how it sounds. C minor 7, flat 5. Very colorful. And it'll usually go to an F7, going to B minor. C minor 7, flat 5, F7, B flat minor. And lastly, here's some kind of oddballs. If you take a C minor 7 and sharp the 5, you get an interesting shape. And if you take a C major 7 and sharp the 5, you get an interesting type sound. So if you analyze this one, C minor 7, sharp 5, it could be labeled the same thing as an A flat in first inversion, right? A flat with a C in the bass. If it was, you could call this a 3 chord in the key of A flat. Okay. But the main thing is to just listen to how beautiful that is. So here's a regular C minor 7. The 5th is on the 4th string. Now I'm going to raise it a half step. And you get like a fancy A flat major with a C in the bass. So that's nice. And then the major 7 with the sharp 5 is very interesting too, because what that gives you is a little E major triad above a C. C major 7, sharp 5. Woo. Now, if I shuffle those 3 notes, those 3 highest pitches into, okay, that's what I mean by you could call that an E triad with a C in the bass. Or you could think of it as a C major 7 with a sharp 5. Sometimes played like that. C major 7, C major 7, sharp 5. So those are really colorful chords, and I think you'll really like playing those. So I hope that helped everybody. Maybe you learned a few new chord shapes today. Try them out, enjoy them, and I'll see you next time.